discuss about some properties of a contour integral. So, as we define what is a contour integral, integral over C fz dz in a parametric form. This can be written as a to b f zt zt z dash t dt. So, where C is a curve such that zt equal zt and t ranges from what? T ranges from A to B. So, now we define some properties of a contour integral. So, this one is a what? This one is a contour integral. Contour integral. If we write contour integral here, this one is a contour integral. Contour integral. Contour integral. Contour integral. Now we discuss about the properties of a contour integral. Properties of contour integral. So, if C is defined as a zt and t ranges from A to B, then how we define the minus C? We define the minus C. Here minus C is defined as what? Z minus t, and t ranges from t is greater or equal to minus b, less or equal to minus a. This one is what? This one is a definition of a minus C. So here one also we use the one convention, means if C is a what? C is a closed curve like this one. If this one is given in a anti-clockwise direction, means if this one is a C, then we assume that means this one is a convention, this one is a positively oriented curve. So this one is called positive orientation. Positive orientation. Positive orientation. And if this one is a what? This one is in an anti-clockwise. Anti-clockwise. And if this one is a clockwise, then this one is a negative orientation. This one is a convention. Now, properties of a contour integral. First property is the what? Integrate over minus C fz dz equal minus of integrate C fz dz. Now how we prove this one? Proof of this one, very simple proof, means how we prove this one. We know that what is the minus C? Minus C is a what? Minus C, as here we define minus C. Minus C is a what? Minus C says that z minus t, and here t ranges from what? Minus b to minus a. This one is a definition of a minus C, means a negative orientation of a closed curve C. Now, if we write this one, means minus C, this one is a minus C, integrate minus C fz dz. Now, in place of a z, what we write? In place of a z, we write z minus t. So, this one equal integrate what? Integrate minus b to minus a. This one become minus b to minus a f of minus z minus t, f of z minus t. And what is the derivative of this one? Means if we try to write in this form, f z t z dash t, then fz minus t, then what is the derivative for this one? Z dash minus t into minus 1, and this become what? dt. Now, if we simplify this one, this minus become outside. If this minus become outside here, then this become minus, integrate minus b to minus a f of z minus t, z dash minus t dt. Now, this one is a negative sign, and here we use the property of a definite integral. So, if we multiply by the minus 1, so this become lower limit become upper limit, and upper limit become lower limit. So, if we write here, this become integrate over minus c fz dz become what? This one. Integrate minus a to minus b using the property of a definite integral. If we multiply by the minus 1, then this one lower limit become upper limit, and upper limit becomes lower limit. F of z minus t, z dash minus t dt. Now, suppose here we assume that minus t is a what? One another variable, suppose tau. Here we assume that this one is a what? Tau. So, this become what? This become, if in term of a tau, what is the lower limit? If t become minus a, then this become what? A to b f of z of 2 and z dash, here this become tau, and what is the value of dt? dt become minus of d tau. Here tau is a one another variables. So this one is a minus of d tau. So now this become what? Minus of a to b f of z of tau z dash tau d tau. So by the definition of a what? If we compare this one with this one, if we compare that result with this one, then here variable is a t, and in that equation variable is a tau. So what is the value of that equation? That equation value of this one is a c fz dz. So this become what? Integrate over c minus sign outside, and this become what? fz dz. fz dz. So this one is a very simple property, means a minus c fz dz equal what? fz dz equal this one. Minus of integrate over c fz dz. So this one is a one property. Second property, property 2, integrate over, if this one is a c1 plus c2, means c is written as a what? C is written in the form of a c1 plus c2. fz dz equal integrate over c1 fz dz plus integrate over c2 fz dz. fz dz. Now how we prove this one? So this one is the second property. Here proof of this one is a proof of this one is a means we know that what is the c? C is a here c is a zt, and t ranges from a to b. But here this one consists of two smooth curves c1 and c2. So how we define this one? C such that zt if t ranges from what? T ranges from a to c and C is a one another zt, if t ranges from what? T ranges from, if we write this one in this form, not like this one, means C, and this one consists of a what? zt, and this one consists of two parts. This one is a C1 and this one is a what? C2. Here zt is a defined. Here t is a what? Ranges from A to what? B. And here zt is a defined from t ranges from A to C, and t is a defined here C to B. So basically this one is a what? This one is a C. So what will happen? Here integrate over C fz dz, which consists of two contours C1 plus C2 fz dz. So see fz dz. So here what we conclude that this one is if we put z equal what? zt, and c is defined here, this become what? This become integrate over c f of zt z dash t dt. So if we write in a parametric form, then obviously this one become what? This one become a to b. This one become a to b because c is defined from a to b. So a to b f of zt z dash t dt. Now this become what? This can be written as like this one, a to c f of zt z dash t dt plus integrate over c to b f of zt z dash t dt. So what is the value of this one? This one become what? This one become integrate over c1 fz dz plus this one is from c to b. This one is corresponding to the c2 fz dz. So this one is a proof of this one means integrate over c1 plus c2 and fz dz equal this one. So this one is what? This one is a second property. This one is a second property. This one is a second property. So similarly, there is a many more properties. So we are not going to prove the other properties directly. We write what? Directly we write the properties. Means integrate over c, third property, integrate over c z0 f of z dz, where z0 is any complex constant. So this may be, this one is a what? This one equal to the z0 outside, integrate over c fz dz. This one is one another property. And similarly, integrate over fourth one, integrate over c f plus z fz plus zz, like this one. If we write not f plus c, if here we write what? Here we write f of z plus z of z dz, then this one equal to c fz dz plus c zz dz. Similarly, this one is true for the fz minus cz and so on. So all the properties that means true for the in such type of means properties f plus c f minus c, like this one. This one is also hold for the complex integration. So with this means basic concepts. Now we are going to prove for one very important theorem, Cauchy integral theorem, which one is a base of a complex integration for the further study. So now we are going to prove a Cauchy integral theorem. So before discussion, before means prove the, if we prove the Cauchy integral theorem, first we introduce some more concept that we use in a Cauchy integral theorem. First one is a what? First one is a simply connected domain and multiply connected domain. So first we define the simply connected domain, multiply connected domain, doubly connected domain, triply connected domain, and similarly multiply connected domain. Then we write a theorem, which one is a Cauchy integral theorem. Then we try to prove that theorem. So before prove the write a statement of a Cauchy integral theorem, first we introduce the what? First we introduce the simply connected domain. So a domain, this one is a what? Simply connected domain. Simply connected domain. Connected domain. Simply connected domain. Simply connected domain. So this one is a what? Suppose this one is a domain D. This one is a domain D. This one is a domain D. This domain D is called simply connected if we draw a closed curve. If we draw a closed curve, simply closed curve, then simply closed curve, suppose this one is a C, simply closed curve, then its interior point totally lie on a domain D. Completely lie on a domain D. Then this region is called what? Simply connected domain. Now, if we talk about this region, means like this one, this region, and here there is a hole. This one is a, this one is a. So here, if we talk about this one is not a simply connected domain. This one is a doubly connected domain. Why this one is a doubly connected domain? This region is a one domain, one simply domain. This one is a one domain. If we talk about this one is a hole. This one is a hole. If we assume that this one is a what? This one is a hole. Hole like this one. Hole. Hole. So if we draw a curve here, closed curve here, C, then this one, if we draw this one, then some region, some interior region lie this region. So this one is not a simply connected domain. And here we say this one is a what? Doubly connected domain. Doubly connected domain means this one is a one simply connected domain and this region is a another simply connected domain. So doubly connected domain may be converted, means can be converted, not maybe, means a doubly connected domain can be converted into a simply connected domain. How we convert this one? We means suppose here we like this one is a what? This one is a doubly connected domain. This one is a doubly connected domain. So here we assume that this one is like this one, means if we draw this one here bidirectional path, then this region become what? This region become a simply connected domain. So doubly connected domain may be converted into a simply connected domain. So if there is a one region, if we draw a closed curve, the inner region of a closed curve totally lie in a D, then we say that this one is a simply connected domain. And if there is a two region like this one is a two region, then this one is called what? Doubly connected domain. Similarly, if there is a three region inside this one, then this one is called, this one is a doubly connected domain. 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 This one is called what? There is a three simply connected domain. First one is this one, second one is this one, third one is this one. This one is called what? Triply connected domain. Triply connected domain. Triple connected, not a triply, here we write triple connected domain. This one is a triple connected domain. Triply connected domain. Connected domain. Connected domain. connected domain. And similarly, if there is a n reason means here first one, here second one, here third one, similarly there is n reason, then this one is called what? Multiply connected reason. Multiply connected reason. Multiply connected reason. So this one is the definition of what? Simply connected domain, doubly connected domain, triply connected domain, and similarly multiply connected domain. Now we try to write a statement of a Cauchy integral theorem, and then we try to prove the Cauchy integral theorem. Here we write what? Here we write a Cauchy integral theorem. Cauchy integral, Cauchy's integral theorem. Cauchy integral theorem. Cauchy integral theorem. So what is the statement of a theorem? If we write a statement of a theorem, what is the statement of a theorem? If fz is analytic inside in a domain, in a simply connected domain, if we write not a domain, in a simply connected domain D, in a simply connected domain D, simply connected domain D, and f dash z is here, f dash z is continuous, f dash z is a continuous, fz is analytic in a simply connected domain, and f dash z is continuous in domain D, in simply connected domain D, simply connected domain D, connected domain D, then integrate over C. Here C is what? Closed contour. C fz dz equal what? C, where C is a closed contour, closed contour or closed smooth curve, closed smooth curve or closed piecewise smooth curve, closed piecewise smooth curve, piecewise smooth curve. So what is the statement? If fz is analytic and f dash z is continuous in a simply connected domain, you may combine these two statements. Means if fz is analytic and f dash z is continuous in a simply connected domain D, then integrate over C. Here C is a closed curve. Due to this reason, here we write this symbol. Integrate over C, fz dz equals 0, where C is a what? Closed contour, and closed contour is also known as a closed smooth curve, and closed smooth curve may be also written as a closed piecewise smooth curve. So how we prove this theorem? So proof of this theorem is proof of this theorem is very important. So this theorem is very important for the complex integration. So now let fz equal what? Fz equal u plus I. And C is a what? C is any contour. C is any contour C is any contour defined as zt equal xt plus iyt and t ranges from what? T ranges from A to B. T ranges from A to B. So here, what is the value of integrate over C? Integrate over C, f z dz can be written as what? Can be written as a integrate over A to B f z of t, z dash t dt, z dash t dt. So here, if we simplify this one is a fzt. If we write fz here, fz is u is a function of x and y. If we write z in terms of a t, then u is become function of a xt and yt. B is also a function of a xt and yt. So here, this one is integrate a to b. This become u plus ib. Here u is a function of a xt and yt. B is also a function of a xt and yt. Z dash t can be written as a x dash t plus I y dash t, and in whole this one is a what? dt. So if we simplify this one, this become integrate a to b, and what will happen here? If we multiply and write a real part, this become u x dash t, and here ux dash t minus v y dash t. This one is the real part. Here we write real part with dt, a to b, plus I integrate a to b. We write the imaginary part. What is the imaginary part? b x dash t, bx dash t, and this one is a plus u y dash t, and in whole this become what? dt. This become what? dt. So like here, this one is a c f z dz, that a to b f z t z dash t dt. Similarly, here we write what? Here we write this one is a what? Integrate over c. Because t varies from a to b. U is a function of a t. U xt x dash t dt. So this one with this one, ut x dash t dt, fzt z dash t become fz dz. Then this become what? U dx, and this become what? Minus v dy, plus what? I integrate over c. This become v dx plus u dy. You may also write this one by putting what? By putting fz equal u plus ib and dz equal dx plus I dy. So most of the author means use this concept, means he directly put fz equal what? U plus ib and dz equal dx plus I dy, then directly be able to find out this expression. Means integrate over c fz dz equal what? Integrate over c u dx minus v dy plus I integrate c v dx plus u dy. So now here we try to write here, where we write here, not here. Integrate over c fz dz, integrate c u dx v dy plus I c v dx u dy. So if we erase out this one, and we try to write a proof of proof here. So now, what is the statement? The statement is fz is an analytic and f dash z is continuous. So if f dash z is a continuous, then its first order partial derivative is also continuous. If its first order partial derivative is a continuous, then according to the Green's theorem is applicable here, because u and v is also a what? Also a here a continuous function. This one is a continuous function. So what is the, here we use the Green's theorem. What is the Green's theorem? Green's theorem, statement of a Green's theorem, integrate over c p dx plus q dy equal integrate over r del q upon del x minus del p upon del y dx dy. So here r is a what? R is a region enclosed by the curve C. So here, if we apply what? If we apply the Green's theorem here, then what will happen? Integrate over C fz dz become what? First integration means here we apply the Green's theorem. Then this one converted into a r u dx minus v dy means del v upon del x del not a v, because this one is a what? This one is a minus v. So here we write what? Del of a minus v, del q upon del x minus del p upon del y, del q upon del x. So this become minus del v upon del x minus del u upon del y, and this one is a what? dx dy plus I, again we apply the Green's theorem in a second part, in an imaginary parts. So what will happen with the imaginary part? Integrate over r del u upon del x minus del v upon del y dx dy. So r is a what? R is a region enclosed by the curve C. So since function is an analytic function, according to the statement of a theorem, fz is what? Fz is analytic. Since fz is analytic, then satisfy what? Then satisfy the CR condition. What is the CR condition? Del u upon del x equal del v upon del y, and del u upon del y equal minus del v upon del x. So here, if we use the concept del u upon del y equal minus del v upon del x, so this become what? Integrate over c fz dz equal integrate over r, this become what? Minus del v upon del x, del u upon del y equal minus del v upon del x, this become del v upon del x dx dy plus I integrate over r, del u upon del x equal what? Del v upon del y. So here we write del v upon del y minus del v upon del y, what? Dx dy. So this one become what? 0. This one also becomes 0. So what is the value? Value becomes 0 plus 0. This become what? 0. So integrate over c fz dz equal what? 0. So this one is if we write once again here, this one is a what? This one is a integrate over c fz dz equal what? 0. Fz dz equal what? 0. So this one is a what? This one is a Cauchy integral theorem. So what is the meaning of this one? Means if inside a closed curve C, which one is inside a simply corrected domain, inside a closed curve C, if function is a what? Analytic. Function is analytic and derivative of fz, means f dash z is a continuous in a simply corrected domain D, inside C, then integrate over C, dz equal what? Equal 0. So this one is a very important term. Now with the help of this one, we try to solve some numerical example. We write fz equal example. First, fz equal e to power z upon z plus 1 z plus 2 z plus 2, not in this form, we will be writing in form of integration, not in this form. So example, first one is a what? First one is a integrate over C e to power z upon z plus 2 dz, where C is a circle such that mod z equal what? Mod z equal 1. So this one is a 2, not a z. This one is a 2. So e to power z divided by z plus 2 dz equal dz, find the value for this integral if C is a what? Mod z equal 1. Second one, integrate over C, suppose z square upon z square minus plus 9, z square plus 9, or you may write this one not in this form. This one is a what? This one is a z square upon z square plus 9 and C such that mod z equal 2. Mod z equal 2. And you may also write not only this one is a circle, integrate over C. These are the closed curve. These are the closed curve. So here we write the what? Dz. So here if we write what? Here if we write this one become what? E to power z divided by z minus 5 dz, where C is in this form means a triangle enclosed by the boundary enclosed by 0 0 0 0 0 1 and 1 1 and 1 1 1 1. So this one is a what? This one is a one another type of a contour. So now we try to solve these three questions. So we know that by the Cauchy integral theorem, integrate over C fz dz equal 0. If fz is analytic inside a closed curve C and f dash z is a what? Continuous. So here, what is the C? C is a mod z equal 1. So here fz is a what? Solution of a first question. So fz is a what? Fz equal e to power z upon z plus 2. Z plus 2. Z plus 2. So this one is analytic except the point z equal minus 2. So this fz is analytic except analytic everywhere except z equal minus 2. Now we examine this z equal minus 2 lie inside the closed curve C or outside the closed curve C. If this one lie outside the closed curve C, then what we conclude? We conclude that inside the closed curve C, function fz is analytic. If this one lie inside, then we apply further theorems, means Cauchy integral formula and Cauchy integral formula for the derivative like this one. But here we try to examine z equal minus 2 lie inside or outside. So what is the closed curve? Closed curve is the C is a what? Mod z equal 1. This means this one is a circle whose center is at 0, 0, and what is the radius? Radius is a 1. Radius is a 1. This one is a C. And here we assume that orientation is a positive orientation. So z equal minus 2. This one is a 1. This one is a 1. This one is a 2. And this one is a minus 1 and this one is a minus 2. So z equal minus 2 lie outside the region. So inside this one, inside the closed curve C, this one is a C. Inside this closed curve C, inside this closed curve C, inside this closed curve C, this function fz is a what? Fz is analytic. If this inside this one, fz is analytic, fz is analytic, and what do you say about f dash z? F dash z also exists. So inside this region, because only z equal minus 2, f dash z does not exist. So here what we conclude that fz is analytic inside the closed curve C, and f dash z is continuous inside the closed curve C. Then we able to apply what? Then we able to apply a Cauchy integral theorem. So according to the Cauchy integral theorem, integrate f z dz equal integrate over C e to power z upon z plus 2 dz equal what? C. So what is the value of integration? What is the value of integration over this one? Equal to 0. In a similar manner, you may also solve the second question. How we solve the second question? Solution of a second one. Integrate over C z square upon z square plus 9 dz. Where C is a what? C is a mod z equal 2. So this function is analytic except at which point? At z square plus 9 equal 0. Means z square equal minus 9. This becomes z square equal minus 9i square. This means z equal plus 3i and minus 3i. Except these 2 points, this function is analytic everywhere. Now we check this point lie inside or outside. If this point lie outside, then directly we say that function is a what? Integral of this function equal to 0 if f dash z is a continuous inside a closed curve C. So what will happen here? C is a what? This one is a C. Suppose this one is a 1, this one is a 2, this one is a 1, this one is a 2. So what is the C? C is a like this one. This one is a C. This one is a C. This one is a C. Now this one is a 1, this one is a 2, this one is a 1, this one is a 2. This one is a C mod z equal 2. Center at what? 0, 0. This one is the center, and what is the radius? Radius is a 2. Now 3i and minus 3i. 3i is plus 3i, this one is a means lie here. This one is a 3i, 0, 3i. And this one is a what? This one is a 0, minus 3i. Minus 3i. Both points means a 3i and minus 3i lie outside this closed curve C. Lie outside this closed curve C. outside the closed curve C. And also f dash z, if this one is fz, fz is a what? Z square upon z square plus 9. This one is a continuous inside the closed curve C, because this one is only derivative of this one, derivative of this one is a continuous inside the closed curve C. This one is not defined at what? At a 3i and minus 3i. So if we find the derivative of this one, then f dash z is a continuous inside this closed curve C. So know any points means that this fz is a inside this closed curve C is a what? Is a analytic as well as f dash is a continuous. So what is the value of integration? Value of integration of this one is a, so what we conclude here? Fz is analytic and f dash z is continuous inside closed curve C. So what is the value of integration? This one is fz. We assume that this one is what? This one is fz. So what is the value of integration? Value of integration become what? So if these two satisfy, then we say that by Cauchy integral theorem, Cauchy integral theorem, Cauchy integral theorem, integrate over C, z square upon z square plus 9 dz equals 0, where C is a what? C is a such that mod z equal 2. Similarly, if we solve the third one, we may solve the third one also in a similar way. Integrate over C e to power z upon z minus 5 dz. So C is a what? Triangle enclosed by the curve what? C is a triangle enclosed by the curve. What is the boundary? 0, 0 and 0, 1 and what? Last one is a 1, 1. So C is the triangle. The boundary is this one. Now we check either z equal 5 lie inside or outside. So here if we enclose this one is a what? This one is a 0, 0 and this one is a what? This one is a 0, 1 and this one is a suppose 1, 1. This one is a 1, 1. So this one is a triangle. This one is a triangle. Suppose this one is a positively oriented curve. Suppose this one is a O, A, C. This one is a C. This one is a C. Closed curve C. Now z equal 5 lie inside or outside. So obviously z equal 5. Z equal 5 means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. 5, 0. Like this one. So z equal 5 totally lie outside the closed curve C. So what we conclude? We conclude that z equal 5 lie outside the closed curve C. Outside the closed curve C. Then what we conclude? This function fz. We say this one is a what? This one is fz. Fz is analytic inside the closed curve C. And f dash z is also continuous inside a closed curve C. So here we conclude that fz is analytic inside the closed curve C, and f dash z is continuous inside the closed curve C. So according to the Cauchy integral theorem, if this one is analytic and continuous inside a closed curve C, then what is the value of integration? Value of integration becomes 0. So integrate over C fz dz means here integrate over c. What is the fz? Fz is the e to power z upon z plus z minus 5. Z minus 5 dz equal c. Where c is a what? C is a triangle whose boundary point is a 0, 0, 0, 1 and 1, 1. So these are the some example means using the Cauchy integral theorem how we find the value of integration, value of contour integration. So if some values lie inside the closed curve C, then what will happen? So in the next lecture we discuss about what? We discuss about Cauchy integral formula. Before discussion of a Cauchy integral formula, we discuss a Cauchy integral theorem for multiply connected domain, because this one is a Cauchy as previously means in a earlier we discussed about a what? Earlier we discussed about a Cauchy integral theorem for simply connected domain. So first in the next lecture we discuss about a Cauchy integral theorem for multiply connected domain, then we discuss about a Cauchy integral formula. Thank you.